With Path to Progress for June 23rd. What an interesting week. I know I've been gone for about a week. Some of you who follow the channel may have noticed that. Even I need some time away, and it was glorious. It was a lot of fun. Gave me a lot of things to think about. Here in my mobile office, getting ready to go back into the brick and mortar office, back to the grind. Last week I was off. I was competing in the Rocky Mountain Air Gun Challenge for most of the week, and so I just decided to focus on that, and had a good time. Shot reasonably well. Didn't win anything, but had a good time. And that's part of what I wanted to talk about today. I've been engaged in the air gun community, air gun sport, high powered air rifle sport, and air pistol shooting for about a year. Little over a year. I went to my first tournament. I went with a borrowed air gun, and my goodness, it was a lot of fun. And so then I just jumped in with both feet, acquired my own air gun, and started practicing. At my first event, I did very, very poorly. It was the last in every category. And this time, I was not. I wasn't the top, but I was in the middle. And that was competing against, or shooting against really good shooters. And yet, even though I had made significant progress, and this is the first time that I'd gone to this particular event, which draws shooters from all around the world, competitors from all around the world, lots of prize money on hand to give out for different categories, lots of really good shooters. I said to one of them, I said they were a shooter that was poised to go from the sportsman class, where people like me are, to the professional class. And I'm like, good, then you won't be shooting, then I won't have to shoot against you anymore. And he looked at me and he said very kindly, he said, Todd, I shoot with you. I don't shoot against you. He said, we're just all shooting to try and do the best we can, but we shoot with each other. We're not shooting against each other. And it was amazing at what that did for me. After 3 days of being in this tournament that felt very much like a pressure cooker, I had a weight lifted off my shoulders to just change my focus, change my perspective. And it made me think a lot about what it takes to make. And then, after saying that, not only did I enjoy everything a lot more, but I shot better. And it was a lot of fun. So what does this mean for me? I think that there are two concepts, two ideas that are inextricably tied to each other: progress and process. The process that we follow is what unlocks the progress we can make. Let me rephrase. The progress I want is unlocked by the process I put in place. If I am willing to put a process into place that allows me to have something integrated into my life in a small way every day or in a regular fashion, and I fall in love with that process, then progress can occur. Sometimes we need to see progress. Let me rephrase. Sometimes I need to see progress in order to fall in love with the process. But once I fall in love with the process, I can just trust that the progress is going to come. Because the progress starts to come, you make, initially in all things, we make really, really good progress at the first, and then we level out, and then we make little bits of progress along the way, but it's after lots of time spent in the process. That's pretty typical. And you shrink that time frame for that initial bump into a stable area of success by putting in more time in the process. But process and progress, they're inextricably linked. When we're initially starting the process, we need to see progress in order to, for most of us, to be able to keep focused on what that process is. I know that that's how it is for me. But then once we fall in love with the process, then the progress happens. And the progress happens little by little, sometimes imperceptibly, but all of a sudden you at watershed moments, at particular milestones, at particular places where you set for yourself a chance to see how well you've done. That's where things happen. That was kind of what this RMAC was for me. I was able to see the process that I'd been using and how much progress I had made as a result of it. It also helped me learn some new things about new process pieces I need to put in place that will allow me to make more progress as I go forward. Process and progress. So today, as I approach my work, I'm going to be thinking a lot about process and very little today about progress. I'm just going to be thinking about being very meticulous, very thoughtful about my process. That's what I'll be doing. I hope that's useful for you if you're watching. And if you are, share this video with as many people as you possibly can. I'd love to have more people come and join us on this journey as we follow the path to progress. That's what we're here for. My name is Todd Wente. Thank you for being here. Nullum diem. I hope to see you again soon.